Here we see the majestic fire slug, shooting its waves of fire at an attempt to kill me. Or should I say, Link, the hunter, with his bow primed and ready. He shoots! He scores! Hey there everybody! Welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. In the last episode we made our way through most of the Goron mines, obtained 2 pieces of the big key. I'm surprised I haven't called it the boss key yet. And every time, these guys just get the drop on me. Every time. Pun intended. But this time we will finish off the dungeon. First of all though, we should just check out... Oh, the statue's alive, guys! Run away. And they're all alive! Thankfully though, we can shoot their weird eyeball things in the glowing red center to deactivate them. Thankfully, no more BMOS are going to worry us. We also have a fire slug in here. That'll just stop the annoying enemy music from playing, I guess. And I want to drag all of these out and check each of these things, because first of all, we have a glowing chest, which gives us the compass, the second of the main dungeon items. And if we take a look at our map, there is the boss. Oh, darn it. I miss being able to look around. The boss is in the top right. There's a chest in the main room we missed, or we couldn't actually get before. So I'm pretty happy we haven't missed anything. Well, we'll be sure to revisit the 2 rooms with chests in them, at the very least. Nothing too important in here except 10 rupees. I was kind of expecting some arrow drops, but you know, this game just isn't gonna give me what I want now, is it? And arrow drops. 1 rupee, that's even worse. Oh, let's move this guy. And I recommend when moving these statues or BMOS that are, you know, deactivated, I recommend you pull them all the way, not just like a few little sections so that you can fit through. Because when you pull them all the way, and I could be wrong, we'll find out in a few minutes, they will stay pulled back, otherwise they'll like respawn back in their original spot. Ah, you are here at last. I heard that you might pay a visit, young human. I am farsighted in all things. Here you go, the last key shard. Combine all 3 shards. You collected the big key. Hurry to the boss. So that's already the 3rd dungeon item we have obtained. Already, that was pretty quick after the 2nd. If you use that key, you can open the room where Darbus, the tribal patriarch, is being kept. Who knows how powerful Darbus is in his new grotesque form. But I suppose I should trust your power, considering you came this far. Hurry now to the patriarch's room. And we also have this chest here. I wonder how much he has. This guy has 50. Oh, he's richer than the others. Don't tell anyone that he's richer than the others. I mean, I guess he isn't anymore. I kind of took all of their money, so now they're all as rich as each other. Maybe? I don't know. But yeah, if I didn't pull these all the way out, they probably would spawn back in their original positions and become enemies again. Except for the one we just, like, moved to get into that room. I swear, more than half the rooms in this dungeon have a cutscene to show off something. I mean, come on, game. But now we really get to put our bow and arrow to use. I mean, we kind of did that last time with the BMOS as well. And, oh, there's my time going on fire. I would have lost the wooden shield. That's the moment I would have lost it. It's about time. But the bow and arrow is especially effective against these slugs, who also have a big chance of dropping it. But let's take care of these guys from a distance. That's 3 arrows should do it. And I reckon I'll jump past you, but let's take care of the slugs at least. Breathe your fire and burn, burn, burn. Sorry, I'm not burning. You're going to just die. Hack and slash. Wahaha. And, okay, I guess I will burn. Darn it! I was kind of asking for that, wasn't I? I mean, I just have this very special relationship with lava, guys. I mean, I just can't stay away from it. I don't know what it is. It's just, I feel this special connection. I don't know, guys. Anyway, though, let's just take care of these before they cause us any trouble by dropping their rupees down into the lava. I mean, come on. And these guys aren't a problem. And I thought there were 3 there. Maybe I killed one. But we can't quite shoot this guy because he's in an annoying spot. We should be able to from here, though. And I kind of want to do that because fighting up on the magnets would be a very bad thing to do. I guess it's 4 arrows. Yep, there he goes, falling down into the lava. But we wouldn't have been able to move around him anyway. However, his tail would flick up into the air when he breathes fire, so you would be able to shoot that just before he breathes fire at you. But we can hit this switch with our bow and arrow, which also reverses the perspective, like makes the camera go upside down. The controls are normal. And let's get down, please, Link. Thank you. And we are now back in this main room. And, oh, thank goodness we didn't get a cutscene there. And in this chest, another 50 rupees. Very nice. We're already getting quite a few rupees. And this brings me to an interesting point. As you can see, we now have over 300 rupees. Actually, we had that a couple of rupees before. But if we opened that chest in any other version and they fixed it in this one, I'll be able to show this probably later when we get towards 500 rupees. I don't know when that'll be though, but we also have some different enemies here. Let me take care of these guys. I believe they're called toad pollies. Like, I'm not too sure. I'll probably spell that out on screen because that, dude, just come into a position where I can shoot you, please. Thank you. Anyway though, as I was saying, if I was to open a chest in the GameCube or Wii version where our max amount of rupees is 300, then, and the chest contained rupees, then it would straight up go, hey, you don't have enough room in your wallet, so we better put that back. Now, the problem with this is that let's say I had 251 rupees and I needed 300 rupees in order to buy something. I believe it's 298 for the max amount, like, that you're forced to buy. But also the bow and arrow one-shots these boblins, very nice. But let's say I wanted to buy something for over 251 rupees and I found a chest which gives me 50 rupees. How very nice. But I have 251. In this case, the game would go, oh hey, I don't have enough room in my wallet. Better put it back in the chest until I have room. Now, this is okay in the overworld, I guess, where you're probably gonna revisit like an easy to get chest so you can get a quick bit of money you already know exists. However, also if we look at our map, we can tell there's a chest here. However, when you're in a dungeon, it is very annoying because the chest will be on your map forever. Anyway though, in this chest we get the first of the 2 stamps, the Hylian alphabet H. So we can see the first letter in Hylian, very nice, or Hyrule, or whatever else you want to spell with stuff. However, as you'll see very soon, that other treasure chest in this room, I don't like, at all. And you'll see in just a moment. But this guy, that was a blind shot, and I still got him somehow. I mean, that was with my second shot. If we pull this guy all the way back, for some reason, that'll activate an invisible switch we didn't see, and open up this wall. Again, here's another part of the game where I was stuck for way too long as a kid. But up here, we have some more of these boblins. However, if I shoot the barrel in between them, that'll just blow them up immediately. As these barrels are explosive, stay away from them, do not hit them with your sword. But we have this very nicely placed switch here. And skipping this cutscene would be great because I'd be able to jump into that magnetic field straight away, but I guess we're gonna have to wait a bit now. And would you look at that, there's a drawbridge too. Okay. Oh yeah, I can see a game, please, thank you. And into the field, no, into the field, thank you. And now let's take aim and fire. We did it. You can't skip this one though, so you actually do have to wait for the magnet to make a full round, and those ropes swinging down look pretty nice. But anyway, heading back over, we can now drop down onto the drawbridge, and let's go check out where that chest would be. Hold on, guys. I don't know about you, but I'm not really seeing a chest here. That's because, annoyingly, the chest is up there. Up on that ledge, which we cannot reach until we get an item later in the game. Which is pretty annoying. In fact, don't want to slash that with my sword. In fact, this is the only dungeon in the entire game where there is a chest you cannot grab on your first visit. That chest you can only grab after getting a certain item, as I've already said. Look at me repeating myself. But you have to come all the way back into the dungeon if you want to get that chest. But the worst thing about this, guys, now in the Wii and GameCube version, this wasn't really a problem. It was just 20 or 50 rupees. I mean, I could deal with not having 20 or 50 rupees. However, in this version, you can probably guess it's the last chest available in the dungeon, and there's still an item we haven't obtained yet. And, oh, did you see that? I want to play that in slow motion. Cause I just shot his arrow out of midair, and my arrow went through his Robin Hood style and straight into his heart. That was amazing. Anyway though, you can probably guess that chest contains a stamp. Which is very annoying because, you know, that's a main collectible and I don't want to come back into a dungeon. This brings me to another point. If you missed a collectible in the Forest Temple, if you return there, like, oh, you found out where the collectible is but you were a bit late. If you return there to get it, the monkeys will no longer appear as swings. Or at least they won't until the boss room, because that's where every monkey is. They won't appear in that first little hub where the compass is. As such, you need the same item you need here in order to get through. Anyway, though, guys, we have made it to the big door, or the boss door, whatever you prefer. I prefer saying boss key, but it's big key and I know that. But let's head straight in to save Darbus. I say that with quotation marks, but I have a feeling we're just gonna kill him for that fused shadow. I don't know about you guys, but that glowing gem looked a bit like an eyeball. Well, without the ball. It looked a bit like an eye. And you know the thing with the Zelda franchise and eyes, you shoot them with your bow and arrow. I mean, isn't that like the main thing in the Zelda franchise? Like everything has an eyeball and you shoot the eyeballs with your bow and arrow, or at the very least you attack the eyeball. Anyway, Twilight's Igniter, fire us. Let's run away from him. Run away very quickly. And, oh, he stopped moving for a bit. Guess he can't keep, no, he's doing something. And, whoa. Okay, I don't see that attack often, and Midnight, you don't need to tell me what to do. Shoot him in the eye, I got it. However, that's not it. You need to grab one of his shackles, pull him with the iron boots. I think I said iron that time. Anyway, though, with that, though, we can now attack the eye in much better efforts. And let's stay away from him as he slowly reactivates his eye, along with his fiery body. And eye activates, and boom. Dude, you didn't stand a chance. I had that shot lined up for you. Anyway, though, I recommend you move a little bit before you turn on the iron boots, I don't know. I'm gonna say it in every wrong way, aren't I, guys? But with that, that is take 2. However, we cannot do our finishing move on him quite yet. We have to do it one more time, or more, but you guys can probably guess. It's a boss, he's got 3 stages, unlike the first one we fought, who had 2. And shoot him in the eye yet again. Dude, you didn't even get 1 step that time. You need to step up your game. Oh man, I love making puns. Where are you walking? Let me just pull that tight. Also, those chains are pretty stretchy. Here we go though. We are ready for the finishing move. Let's do this. Pull out our sword and finish him. Okay, I may have been getting the wrong gaming reference there. But with that, we have defeated Darbus, the Patriarch. He doesn't look much like a Goron anymore anyway, guys. However, we are going to be nice and take his heart. I mean, I told you we'd end up killing him. Sorry, Goron Elders. But with that, there is the second piece of the fused shadow. Or the second fused shadow, sorry. Well done. Now we have 2 fused shadows. You know, you've been very helpful so far. So as a reward, I'll tell you an interesting story. Zant. That's the name of the King of Darkness who cast this pall of shadows over your world. What on earth does pall mean? Please tell me, Midna. He's very strong. You would be nothing to him in your current state. But Zant will never be my king. I have nothing but scorn for his supposed strength. Not that your Zelda is much better. Still appalls me that this world of light is controlled by that princess. A carefree youth, a life of luxury. How does that teach duty? But I guess I shouldn't begrudge her the circumstances of her life. She didn't choose it after all, and I would never wish harm on her. Not as long as I can get my hands on the fused shadows. I'll be just fine. Well, just one more left, shall we? And, oh, would you look at that, guys? We didn't actually kill Darbus. I guess we did save his life. So let's see what he has to say. Oh, he's looking more like a Goron now. What am I doing here? My head, it aches. Yeah, that wasn't us at all. I'll just be taking your heart over here, thank you. You got a heart container, 1 more health for the road. I think I'll be fine for many more game overs at this point. We are all done here, so let's head outside. This will take us all the way back to the spring, which is kind of why I said activate the elevator outside of the dungeon, especially if we want to re-grab that chest. Spring, as always, doesn't look as nice as the others. Heroic Link. North of here, across the plain and past the great stone bridge, in the lands guarded by the spirit Lanayru, you shall find one who you seek. Well, looks like Colin's okay. Link! Dude, you don't walk, man. You're struggling there. Ilya. You've got to save Ilya. Those monsters left me with the other kids, but they must have taken her somewhere else. Whenever I thought I couldn't hold on, I would think of you and Ilya. And hold on, Link. See, I'm fine now. Remember what I told you back in Autumn, Link? When I grow up, I'm going to be just like you, Link. So you don't have to worry about me anymore. Go help Ilya. Leave the children to me. I will watch over them. I swear it. Do not let their fates trouble you. Go to those who need you. In Hyrule, countless tales are told of the ancient hero, and your deeds bring them all to mind. May the graces of the great goddesses who shaped Hyrule bear you on your way. Those two don't even know what they're doing. There is no sentiment in that act. Come on. But we have a quest. Ilya must be in the Lanayru region somewhere. And with that, guys, well, we rest in this very large spring, actually. Although it's not pretty. I will see you guys next time where we might make our way towards the Lanayru region, but there is a bit of exploring and things to do around Kakariko village and Hyrule Field up where we fought the giant piggy monster guy. So I will see you guys next time. This has been Spiraling Helix. Be sure to hit that button down somewhere, or my icon that appears on screen now, even if you are on mobile, to subscribe and click that bell to hear when I upload things. Or follow me on Twitter, or you can do both, actually. And I will post any updates on anything up on Twitter, even those that you probably won't see on YouTube, because I don't post in between updates, like between channels though. Anyway though guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye everybody.